In 1989, the same year that Taylor Swift was born, the world met an even doughier-eyed girl whose songs got even more stuck in your head. The Little Mermaid. Travel under the sea to the whimsically fascist kingdom of Atlantica, where some fish are allowed to swim free, while others are forced to drag the ruling class around in their chariots, or use their own bodies as instruments. And meet Ariel, a half-naked 15-year-old and confirmed hoarder. Follow along on her literal fish-out-of-water story as she falls in love with the human Prince Eric because he's hot.
He's very handsome, isn't he? He's so beautiful.
The only thing swimming in their way is the most clearly evil villain in the Disney pantheon, Ursula.
The sea witch?
No, she's a demon!
An old witch who keeps the tortured souls of her victims in her front yard, eats seafood, and hates Ariel's whole family. But none of that will stop Ariel from trading away her voice for a pair of legs and a 72-hour time limit to French a stranger.
He is quite a catch, isn't he?
Get swept up in a fantastical romance where love conquers all. If by love you mean acting like a clueless mute brat so an older guy will make out with you. And enjoy the vintage Disney classic with an equally vintage message for today's young girls. Look pretty.
You gotta look your best.
You look wonderful.
But without my voice, how can I?
You'll have your looks.
Surround yourself with friends who are dumber and fatter than you. Abandon your family to marry a guy you just met. And if you're not happy with the contract you signed without even reading, get your fiancé to murder the person who outsmarted you. So strap on your fins for the musical you can't help but sing along to, featuring songs like the Dumb Mermaid song.
I'm a dumb mermaid who doesn't know Don't know what this is or that is either.
The obligatory villain song.
These boring bad guy songs, so bland, so blah. But to move the plot along, the villain has to have a song, but in the soundtrack, it gets skipped.
The Shouldn't You Ask for Consent for song?
Sing with me now. Sha-la-la-la-la, go for it too. The fish ring sit down, good for you too. Pork the girl. Sha-la-la-la, why not raise his stakes to carpet match the dregs? Find out and pork the girl.
The Traumatize Your Kids song.
Killing fish! Yes, we show children this, even though the heroes are all fish. Like if they made sushi of Nemo and Dory, you'd have something as messed up as these.
And the one we're about to get stuck in your head.
It's so catchy! It's so catchy! There's no escaping, these songs are amazing and so catchy! You'll never get it out your head. You'll sing the words until you are dead. Even when you sleep, it plays on repeat. It's so catchy. So what the message is kinda sexist. Girls don't need brain cells, just pick up seashells. Also don't be fat, but you'll ignore that, cause it's catchy.
Starring Cheesewell Seashells, White Aladdin, Inky Minaj, Fish, the closest thing this movie has to a black person, Jack Gandalf, and Whining Nemo, The Little Waistline. This movie would have played out way differently if her top half was a fish instead. Be sure to subscribe for more honest trailers. Big thanks to our friends at AV Byte for their help with the music. Go subscribe and tell them Sebastian sent you. Get off my lawn, Fluffy Thunderwinkle. Hello, I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion. I don't fear death, death fears me. Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire? I'm all about that bass, no treble.